Are you a Thrive member and you're kind of feeling sad because Cartflows doesn't have templates for you yet? Well, don't worry. I'm going to fix all your problems in this video because I'm going to show you how to create your own custom-built Thrive Architect Cartflows powered upsell process. And it's going to be super easy and you'll have so much design flexibility. You're not going to know what to do with yourself. Let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, guys. So here we have a website that is just kind of a dummy website. It's running on Thrive Architect and it has Thrive Apprentice installed and all sorts of good things. What we're going to do here in this video is we're going to create a custom Cartflows checkout flow. And if you don't know what Cartflows is, it is an amazing way. They have a free and a premium product. It allows you to create upsells, downsells, bump offers, all sorts of marketing goodness within WordPress. And it does that by linking with WooCommerce, which is the free way to sell pretty much anything online. And it's a really, really awesome tool. I'm a big fan of it. I also am an affiliate of it, but this is my honest opinion here, obviously. So we're going to go through and what we're going to do is we're going to create a product in WooCommerce. Then we'll create the Cartflow flow in Thrive Architect. And I'll give you some pointers as you're going through designing your workflow. So let's go ahead and create a new product here. We'll go to products, add new, and we'll call this one awesome ebook. We'll scroll down and give it a price. Let's say it's a $7 ebook, and we can make it a downloadable. And let's just go ahead and make the link to it. My website. It's not actually the link, but you can put wherever you want to take it to. And you can give it a picture. Let's see, I think I should have some pictures here. So let's go ahead and give it a picture. That looks like a book. Perfect. Okay, so we have an ebook. This will be kind of the tripwire offer that we make to people as they sign up for our email list. Okay, so we have our ebook. Now what I also want to do is put an upsell after this offer. So we're going to make a second product. And let's say we want to upgrade from an ebook into an online course. We're going to go ahead and make this online course. And again, let's make this a virtual product. Let's make it a $97 course, and we'll give a discount during the checkout process. We could give them access to memberships here. I have WooCommerce membership installed. So we could say, for example, if you have the course, for example, if you have a course on Gutenberg, which I don't, I think I have a course on Thrive in this example website, you can link it to a membership access, which would give them access to the course. And let's give it a product image as well. Let's say that looks like a course, if you ask me. So now we have an image. We have a price, we have it linked to a membership level, we're good to go. We'll publish this. So now we have our two products. The next step is we want to go into Cartflows, and we'll head into our flows here. And when we go to add new, it's going to offer you some templates, but unfortunately Thrive Architect does not currently have templates for Cartflows. I'm sure they'll add them in the future. So we'll go ahead and go to design our own, create your own flow. And we'll give it a name. So we'll name this one Thrive Ebook Flow. And for this one, we'll just do a landing page to a checkout page, and then we'll add in an upsell page. So let's do that. We'll create a new step, and we'll create an upsell page. We'll hit create. And that's going to be where we offer the course as well as the ebook. Let me save it first. Okay, so we'll name this real quick. Alrighty, and then once you've added in the upsell page, it's going to put it automatically at the bottom. So just click and drag and bring that up above the thank you page. So now we get to do the fun part, which is designing this entire workflow. So let's go into the edit button here. We'll edit the landing page. And now you get to this little area here. So not a whole lot going on. What I'm going to want to do is copy this link. This link is going to be the link you want to put into the button, into the kind of the buy button where you put anywhere on the page. And we'll go ahead and move this over to the template for page builders. That just gives us all the room to work with. And we'll hit update one more time. Alrighty. And one thing I would recommend you do is you want to give this its own name. You don't want it to be landing page 1, landing page 2, landing page 3. So we can name this ebook sales page and hit OK, and then ebook sales page. Again, it's not a whole lot better, but you get the idea. You'd want to do that along the way. Now we'll go ahead and launch Thrive Architect. You'll notice here it's going to say test mode is active, which is okay. When we get to the checkout page, we'll go ahead and put the exact product in that we want. The beauty about Thrive Architect is they are extremely conversion focused. A lot of their templates here in their template library are good sales pages. So as an example, we can go into the copy 2.0. I like the colors on this one. And we can look at a hybrid sales page that has a video sales letter, it has some text, and I'll go ahead and choose this template. What I love about this one is that it's not just lorem ipsum text along the way, it's actually teaching you copywriting techniques and tips in the page itself. So it's telling you what to say basically, and how to kind of put things like little call out buttons. It's really, really nicely done. They do a great job over there, in my opinion. Okay, so we have this page here. Let's just scroll through real quick. I'm looking for the buttons that are going to go for the buy. So here, they don't even show you the buy button until they get much further down. So here we go. Here's the buy it now button. And when it goes to the button link over here, I'm just going to paste in this WCF next step link. And that's good to go. Let's scroll on down. They probably have a second one somewhere towards the bottom. More. Goodness. Okay. And we'll click on the button here and put the link in. Good to go. And even, again, they've got a link here. So we can make this link also go to the next step. Obviously, you're going to want to change some things. So for example, if you want to put the image of your own product here, I think I called this the ebook. So we're going to put this ebook here instead. Okay, so that's our product. And one thing that's cool about Thrive is if you don't have to have a whole lot of photo editing skills, you can go ahead and go straight into the image effect, and you can give a blur there or do something kind of interesting. You can border off the sides, and that looks better. And change whatever you want to along the way. So that's good enough for me. I'm going to go ahead and save this, and we can preview the page where you'd put your own content in, obviously, but as you get down to the buy button, this is now going to take you to the checkout page, which we have not yet edited. So we'll go ahead and do that now. So let's go ahead and go to edit the step. And now within the checkout page, again, we're going to want to go to the template for page builders. We'll hit update, and I'm going to want to copy this shortcode here, Cartflows checkout. Now, one thing that I have noticed is Thrive doesn't really agree too nicely with using their template library on the checkout page. And what ends up happening is some of the design just gets a little bit weird. It doesn't look like it's really meant for it, at least yet. So we're going to build this checkout page kind of on our own. We're going to do just a very simple styling. So we'll build this together. What I'm going to do is put a background section here. Let's just make it like a dark gray. Apply it, put some text inside, and say, you're close to checking out. Center this. Let's put this into the middle of the column, and let's change this color into white. Okay, looks good enough. Now let's go ahead and put a content box below here, and make the max width maybe like, let's say 600, and let's put this in the middle of the page, and let's put this kind of like so. And you'll see what I'm doing as I'm going through. I want to create kind of that overlap of the different sections, and I want to make this white so it kind of shows through what you're doing here. Make the box white, and let's come down, and I like shadows. I know flat design is all the rage these days, but I still like my shadows. Then we're going to want to put the checkout page into here. So we'll go to WordPress content, slide this guy in, and I'll paste in that short code. Scroll this guy down. There we go. Cartflows checkout. Hit save. And let's give a little bit of padding here so the content isn't right there on the edge. So we'll go to layout and position of the content box. And let's just put 15 pixels. Ooh, yeah, that works. 15 pixels on each side. And I am a little bit of a design freak, so let's go ahead and borders and corners and give it just a couple pixels of rounding here. Okay, looks cool. Last thing I would want to see on here is either testimonials or a guarantee. Let's go ahead and put a couple testimonials down at the bottom here. We'll put this below the content box. And let's just do the chic photo light. And let's make the maximum width. It doesn't need to be the full screen. So let's make the testimonials. Max width is going to be 800. And let's again center this on the page. You could do all this in a background section, make it a little bit easier for you. And finally, let's put a checkout. Or, I'm sorry, not a guarantee box. And that's what's great about Thrive, is because they're kind of built on selling things. They've got things like guarantee boxes ready to go. So it makes it very easy. Okay, so now we have a guarantee box. And again, let's make this 700 pixels and put it in the middle. Okay, let's go ahead and preview this by hitting save and exit. So now we have you're close to checking out. You have your payment details. We're going to go ahead and remove some of this and also make it a single column checkout process. And then below you can see you've got the testimonials. You should probably put some header there and your satisfaction box. So a couple things we could do, what I would consider doing, is making this a single column checkout experience and pushing it over to the left and then putting some testimonials and your guarantee box on the right. But you kind of get the idea of how this would work here. Let's go ahead and go into edit the step. I don't like asking for all this information if we don't need it. And for selling an ebook, we don't need it. So now we're in the checkout page here. We're going to first select our product, which is ebook. Okay, awesome, ebook is there. And we'll go down to the checkout design, and let's make this a one column. Update that. And then for checkout fields, we're going to enable the coupon field. That's fine. Enable additional field, no. Enable ship to different address, no. And enable custom field editor. Check this box, and then, oh, look at all these options. So now you get to decide what you allow them to and don't allow them to show. For the first name, let's go ahead and make it full width and just call it name. That's a required field. Last name we'll remove. Company name, we'll just remove most of this information we don't need, and that'll make our checkout experience much more seamless. And the reason why I make this a one column view is I find it's a little too weird if you have a two column view if you don't have a lot of fields. If you have just a couple fields here, there's going to be a whole lot of information on the right hand column and not a lot on the left hand column. I think it just looks better this way. So we'll update this. All right, and we should be good to review this as well. So we'll go ahead and open this in a new tab. Again, you'd probably want to change this from checkout page 3 to something a little bit more relevant for you. So now we can see you're close to checking out. Here's our single column. I mean, this is a good looking order form. So they see exactly what they're getting. Coupon code, you may choose to remove this. Totally personal preference. Your PayPal and Stripe information here, and then whatever else you need to show along the way. So that page is looking good. Now what we want to do is move on to the next one, which is our upsell page. So we'll move back to the edit the flow. So this one's been done. Now we need to go into our upsell 2. I'm going to go ahead and remove this enable test mode on the flow settings. This gets us to where we're actually showing the correct products. It gets rid of that orange strip, etc., etc. Let's go ahead and edit the upsell 2. And now here, we're going to scroll down immediately and go to select our product. And I think we called this one the course is what we're going to offer as our upsell. And product quantity is 1, discount type. Here we can show a discount percentage. So let's say we want to give 50% off. And we can hit update, and the math will happen to show us that we did it correctly. So here we can see the original price of this was $17. Yeah, that's right. What product did I make here? I know we made a product in the beginning, and I had forgotten the name of it. So let me go real quick back to our all products and see what I named that thing. So it was supposed to be, I think, $97. Online course, my bad. Okay, so we called it online course. So the good thing is it shows you exactly what the price is. You're like, that's not right. So we'll change our product from Thrive Hero to online course, and we'll hit update. Okay, so now we go from our $97 course down to $48.50. And if you wanted to add Facebook pixel script to say, for example, this was a Tripwire success or whatever you want to name for your Facebook ads, which I'll get into more content later on, you can do that now. They've added that update, which is a huge update, very, very beneficial update. Okay, so now we have this done. Let's go ahead and design the sucker. So we'll go to Edit with Thrive Architect. And as I look down here, there is also a shortcode you want. So if they say yes or they say no, you want to have those links ready to go. I'll go ahead and copy those and put those onto a little sticky note over here. All right, so I've got my codes copied, and now here we are in our Thrive Architect. So we can look for a template here. Let's go ahead and start with the template. We were using the copy one. So let's see here. What would look good? This lead generation form looks kind of similar to an upsell, doesn't it? Okay. So it's always good to start from someplace instead of starting from scratch when it makes sense. So we'll choose this lead generation page. And we'll just change the text so that it sounds a bit more like an upsell offer. Okay, looks good. So we'll say, thanks for your purchase. And let's say, are you not the best sales copy here? This is just for tutorial. So we'll say, upgrade to the course today for 50% off. Normally $97, today for less than 50. Yada, yada, yada. You get the idea. So now in the button here, you want the button to be the yes code. So I'm going to copy and paste the URL, which is WCF up offer yes. And so that will be there. And then you also want to make sure that you give them the option to say no. I know we don't want to, but we should. And so we'll say, no thanks. Give it some sort of text here. What I see a lot of people do, I don't like it, but they do it and I think it works. So you can make it seem even harder to say no by making the text a little bit lighter. And let's go ahead and just give this a little bit of padding here. Okay, so no thanks, I like books more. We'll copy that and make that text a link. And I'm going to copy the no URL and put that there, which is just up offer no, and open in the same tab, make it no follow. Oh, look at that. It made the text. I don't like that color. Let's go ahead and I'm actually not sure how to make the link color gray. Let's try this. So that'll be something I'd like to figure out, is how to make the link color gray. What you could do is put this inside a content box, but you know, we'll go with this for now. That works, but the OCD in me wants to figure out how to make that the light gray color that I wanted, but we're good. So go ahead and save this and exit. So now we have an upsell page. Are you ready for more? Looks good. And then if we click this, it's going to take you to the thank you page with the offer. And if you click no, we'll take you to the thank you page without the offer. Let's go ahead and design the thank you page. Let's just update this one more time. Okay, so here we've done the landing page, the checkout page, the upsell page. Let's go to the thank you page and we'll edit this. All right, and again, we'll do the template for page builders and hit update. And we want to copy this shortcut as well, Cartflow order details. And you can do custom designing if you'd like. We'll skip it for now. And you can show all the information you'd like. Okay, we'll head to Architect again to create the design for this thank you page. And I think we're pretty safe to use a template as well. Keep it looking the same. And they should have a thank you page here somewhere. We can pick between the download page here or the confirmation page. We're going to go with the download page. We'll choose this template. There'll probably be a few things we want to remove here. So instead of you successfully signed up, we'll say you've successfully purchased. And we'll say, here are your order details. And instead of this image, well, let's keep that image here. And let's remove some of the stuff we don't want. That makes sense to have, sharing with your friends. That's cool to have on your thank you page. Let's remove this content box, which is calling them to read more blog posts. Probably want to consume the thing they just bought. And above this image, let's go ahead and put the order details. So we'll do some WordPress content and we'll paste order details. Okay. And let's add some text so they know what they're looking at here. Say, here are the details of your order. And let's just make this H2, center it. And then here on the thank you page, or the button here, you'd want to send them to the thing they just purchased. You know, you don't want them to have to go through, find their dashboard, their account page, and find their orders and click all that. So you could put them to go straight into the content, right into the thing they purchased. We'll just send them over to incomesh.com for now. But that would be where you would put them to actually go to the link of the thing they just purchased. All right, so let's go ahead and save and exit this, and we'll do an end-to-end test together. Alrighty, so let's go back to our flow here, and let's go back to the top, and let's view this guy. All right, so here's our sales page. This would be where you'd link it, you know, in your emails or anything like that, where you want to send them to a sales process. Goodness gracious, they write long sales pages. Okay, I like it. Bye now. You're close to checking out. So Already, I see I should have made this the same color blue as the rest of the sales flow. That was me just trying to cut corners, but the benefit of Cartflows is being able to really make this seamless checkout experience. So that's something I would go back and change. So let's say we're going to make the order. Okay, it pre-fills in my information, which is fantastic. Here's my $7 ebook. I can put a coupon code in if I like, but I'll go to Stripe. I see my testimonials, which look great. And let's put in our test information and we'll place the order. All right, so the purchase is successful. It says, thank you for your purchase. Are you ready for more? And so here's the upsell, and you have the opportunity to make the purchase. So we have our 2 links here. Yes, I want to start, or no thanks. We'll take the upsell here. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so my bad. Let's go ahead and fix this here. Looks like in the template we imported, it actually was linked to a lightbox, and Thrive can allow you to add multiple actions to the same button, which can be a little bit of a frustration. That's why you always test. So let's go ahead and figure out what's going on here. So the button link is going where it needs to go, but if we go down to animation and actions, you'll see that the priority is to open a lightbox. Let's remove that guy, and you'll see this is our link, so we're good to go now. This is why we test, people. And we'll apply this and save and exit. Okay. So now we need to go back again, because it's not going to make sense to start from the upsell page. Let's go to our landing page one more time and run this test. Alrighty, so scrolling down, buy it now, close checking out. And I want to make sure I don't get any issues because we're already logged in, or we've already made that one purchase. So I'll go ahead and use the same credit card, place the order. Okay, thank you for your purchase. Are you ready for more? We'll say yes. And now automatically adding that to our order. Add it successfully. And now it's going to take us to the thank you page. You successfully purchased. Here are your order details. And it shows what downloads we had, the order details. And it's even styled all this content to what we have here in our template, which is nice. Billing address. And then you can click here to search download, which will take us to incomemesh.com. Very cool. And so if we were to also go through and let's go back here, let's take off test mode and hit update. We can also show you what would happen if you said no on the upsell page. So we'll run that last test here and we'll call it a day. So now let's go ahead and view the landing page one more time. And let's scroll down. Let's click the second button now, just to be different. And let's make a new email address, place that order. Okay, so here we are on the upsell page once again, but on this example, I'm going to say no thanks. I like books more. And this is taking us to the no link. And so here's the details of our order. And you can see here, it's just the ebook, no additional upsell on top. And then again, you would have your button there. So I hope this was helpful. This was kind of an end-to-end building a Cartflow sales funnel using Thrive Architect. I think Thrive Architect is a great page builder. If you start from nothing, getting the Thrive membership gives you pretty much everything you would need. It gives you a nice page builder. It gives you a great lead capture opportunity. It gives you now the ability to build online courses. It's kind of a good one-stop shop if you're doing WordPress. The only thing is really missing is the ability to have a wonderful checkout experience and more control over how you're selling your products. That's where Cartflows comes in. So the combination of Thrive and Cartflows makes a really nice and kind of match made in heaven, which is kind of sad that there aren't pre-made templates for that. So go ahead, if you're interested in having pre-made templates made, I like to make this stuff and I do a better job when I'm not recording all my designs. So go ahead and leave a comment below if you'd like to see offerings or freebies or products of template packs for Thrive Architect for Cartflows. Be happy to help you guys out with that. But this tutorial shows you everything you would need to do it yourself. And I'm John from EndtoEnd.com. Be sure to subscribe and like the channel if you want to get more content like this. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.